Merry Christmas to those who celebrate it. You know what I mean? If you celebrate Christmas, happy early Christmas. Um, and to those who don't, pues, it doesn't hurt to drink a beer either way. You know what I mean? For the real true believers and non-believers. Because I know that there's people that get offended because of the holidays. What's good, low key? What's cracking lacking? That's good, bro. Hey, good to hear that, homie. I already knew you were though, bro. I could just see the potential in you. Well, I can't physically see it, but just from our conversations, I know you had the potential in you to achieve greatness. You know what I mean? And I know sometimes it sounds that I put down the military and stuff like that, which I really don't. You know what I mean? The thing with me is that I have nothing against the military. You know what I mean? Gracias for your service and respects and everything like that. My problem is with people who choose to criticize one thing but not the other when it's like it's similar. You get what I'm saying? Like the hypocrisy in it, pues, to those who look to critique though. Because obviously I have family members who serve in the military, right? And we understand each other like good, you know what I'm saying? But it's everybody else who chooses to pick and choose, what they want to, Those who want to judge without knowing, pues, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, But hey, that's good to hear, bro, because, you could learn a lot of good skills and, and have a lot of avenues open up for you because of it, What's good, Mr. Pasa? What's cracking like it? I have a cousin that served one in the Marines and that's right, bro. I have several homies of mine from my neighborhood who are Marines, bro, who served in the military, in the Army, the Marines, and the Air Force and the Navy. You know what I mean? Who are homeboys from the neighborhood. And yeah, I know that you could learn a lot of skills and shit like that. My brother-in-law, he's a Marine as well. And I'm telling you, bro, like I completely understand. Like we understand each other, bro. Like they understand the struggles, pues, because it does take a toll on you, anytime, you're seeing any type of combat, right? Where your life is in jeopardy. Just putting your brain in that frame of survival mode, it'll take a toll on an individual. Yeah, you'll develop skills that you wouldn't even notice that you're doing. Like me, I notice everything. And I'm always aware of my surroundings and always looking out. But that's every homie, though. People call it like, oh, these fools are being paranoid. It's like, no, they're keeping through chat because where they come from, if you slip on that, that's your ass, bro. You're done, You get caught slipping and that's it. Game over. I trip out society when they see homies doing good and making changes better themselves. Society don't want to see people. I know, bro. Serio. They still want to, insult and, or anything that they do, they still want to, how can I say, like downplay, right? Like if they're changing their life for the best, right? If they're actually doing good, like, oh no, well he's doing good because he must have like some secret agenda or he's doing to scam people, or you know what I mean? But it's always something though. It's never because the individual's actually doing good now, And it's like how do you expect to motivate people like that though? It's like for people that want these people to change and look to supposedly help and motivate these people, like they do the opposite. Like, well, yeah, you still did a lot of stupid shit, man. You were so fucking stupid. You're like how dumb were you? Like, damn, bro. Like, if that's really gonna help him. You know what trips me out though? It's like when I'm just watching people do it though, like, oh, you're a fucking idiot and a fucking low life, and I'm wondering to myself, how does like, how does this person not come to see that what he's saying is not gonna help this individual? Like, how is this guy talking so much shit gonna help him to change though? Like, how does this guy make this connection that by him insulting him, that somehow is gonna motivate this person to now change and do good? You know what I mean? It's like you really think that you're helping the situation, like, or like you just know that you're being a fucking asshole because you like being a fucking asshole. Therefore, you're a part of the problem and not a part of the solution. So you should give yourself a talk in the mirror. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy though, bro. You know, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's a trip. But see, like I know that it's like, especially on social media, you have a lot of people, you have a lot of drifters, right? That just go from different websites or YouTube channels or whatever, and they like stirring up they like getting people rowdied up and angry, and they like creating havoc and chaos, right? It brings them some type of entertainment joy. Um, some people are just entertained by different things, like when I get trolls, like I never go back and forth with a troll, like because I understand that the individual's doing it because he must have a reason for it, like that in itself is like, I wonder why this individual chooses to behave this way, because there's a reason for it. He's not doing it just because he wants to do it. I mean, he might say that that's what he does it for, but there's a reason for the madness, and it's never just because. And even with the things that they say, right? Like there's a meaning to like everything that they say, or what triggered them to leave the comment in the first place, right? Something must have triggered this individual to leave the comment in the first place, right? And what was that, right? And just linking the things. Yeah, I feel you. It's because homies have to carry themselves a certain way though. Like, contrary to what people want to believe, like homies are just not allowed to act like however the fuck they want, because they're truly not. You get regulated. You're not allowed to do, like whatever you feel like it. That's why I tell people, like, if you really want to live a life where no one tells you, what to do, and you just want to live life with no rules, then yeah, you don't want to be a gang member. That's for sure. Because right here, man, there's more rules than a motherfucker, bro, and you're gonna follow them. That's why when people be like, yeah, these guys get to do whatever the fuck they want. Like, they do? Where? Where does that happen? Like in other states, maybe? And not even there, from what I've been told. It's crazy. But that's the way it is. It is what it is. You know. Oh, that's anybody, bro. There's a lot of people who choose to just engage in all type of arguments just because they're having a bad day, or they're mad about something else, and because when people relieve themselves, like when they express themselves, right, when they lash out, right, they feel better after, right? Once they finish venting, I guess, when they finish, venting, they feel better after, bro. You know, and there's other more proper ways to get that satisfaction, right? You could, punching bag, stress balls, working out, rapping, writing, drawing. You know what I mean? There's many methods in like when I'm mad, bro, and and I do a rap, bro, and like after bro, like after talking all my shit on the rap, whatever, I feel a lot better after, bro. It's like therapy. It's like a therapy session. Same with boxers. They're hitting the punchy bag and they're just releasing all their anger, and they feel better after, or after the workout, or after yoga, or whatever, whatever people do, right? Some people, when they're mad, they start fixing cars or whatever, you know. But there's things and habits that people have, you know, that where they choose to see like bad behaviors when you're have a short temper, right? Like bad behaviors is like when your motive is to go and start arguing with people or choosing to pick fights with people or drinking or doing drugs or any of those type of behaviors, then those are the negative ones. Like that's the negative way of handling your problems, you know. But there's like more positive ways to do it than those, right? But these motherfuckers don't know that shit, especially growing up. You're not gonna know like anything. You don't have nobody to tell you anything like that, right? So like you just go and cause chaos because that's what makes you feel good, right? Because that's what you know. Yeah, bro. Hey, you're gonna make it far, my boy. You know, you and Mr. Pasa are really good people, bro. You know what I mean? That I don't even know you guys, but like just the conversation we have had, I know that you guys, solid people. Solid, like in like you're good people. You know. I know there's so many different ways of now how phrases are used. Like everyone uses 100 now, even the people that are not 100. So it's like 100 is not 100 no more. Now when you say you're 100, it's like you're like really only like 75% or 50. Not even 50 no more, bro. It's like 25 at least. I see mean ass liars claiming to be 100. Like, bro, are you serious right now? Like Wes Watson. Hey, I remember when I first was scoping out his videos, he made me laugh. I was just like, this, oh, well, I guess. It's just like how you would yell at the phone. I'm just like, he's really looking to intimidate people through a screen. Interesting. Or the other guy, what's his name? Anthony Raimondi. He was another one. I was just like, he's like, yeah, I got this tattoo when I committed, my, 500 kill. Like 500 people you killed, huh? Wow. And on camera, huh? Oh, wow. I'm like, yeah, like the most proficient, like perfect, satanic, psychotic, serial killer in the world. And like you're just like living your life like nothing, huh? Like no radars are going off, huh? But I feel like, I don't feel like people really believe these people, right? Because I don't really feel like people are that gullible, right? But I just feel like they're just passing time, I guess. Yeah, bro. What's crazy? When you're too strict on a child, that child's gonna grow up to be, problematic. And when you're too lenient, he's gonna grow up to be problematic. Like, because my parents weren't strict at all either, right? Like I was able to do whatever the fuck I wanted, bro. You know what I mean? And there was homies of mine who their parents were like so fucking strict, it wasn't even funny, bro. Like they had them on lockdown, bro. So the time that they would sneak out, or the time that they actually, went against their thing, they probably knew that they were gonna get grounded like forever. So like that night they went all out, bro. Like they were just gonna live. They were gonna live their whole entire life just that one night. And when you choose to do that, it goes, wrong, right? But it's because you're smothering the child, right? Like, you have to show him that you also trust him, right? That you trust that he'll make the right choices, right? Like you're giving him that trust, right? Instead of being like, no, because I know that you're stupid and you're gonna make dumb choices because you're a fucking idiot. You get what I'm saying? Like that's how they take it. When, especially, I'm telling you, when you're going through puberty, right? You feel like they see you like, oh, so what? Like because if you let me go out there, I'm gonna do all this, crazy shit because you feel like I'm a bad kid. You know what I mean? Like you have them cooking up these thoughts in their head, especially when you choose not to have conversations, right? Like when you choose to put these kind of conversations like away, or you divert them, or you just don't want to have them. You're leaving the kid to only now to his thoughts, right? So he's gonna start assuming that maybe you don't want to spend time with him. Maybe it's because you don't really like him. Maybe, you know what I mean? And that's not because, you give that off on him, right? It's just because of all the hormones and all this new thought process because of puberty, right? Experiencing all these new emotions. The kid doesn't really know what's going on, right? That's why you're supposed to be the parent and guide him through those difficult times, bro. Of puberty, bro, because it's a chaotic time for anybody in the planet. That's why, when people do the most stupidest things in their life was probably when they were, through the puberty stage, which starts, roughly from as early as 9 years old, right? Depending on different people having, different time frames, right? But as early from 9 years old, all the way to the age of 21 when it stops. Right? Because people, for some odd reason, think puberty is just a one-day thing, right? Like, they think puberty is like, well, no, what do you mean puberty, bro? Like, he's already 16. Like, bro, do you not know that? Oh, my God. These people really think puberty is like a fucking Tylenol pill. Like, bro, it lasts from a long period of time, you crazy bastards. That's why the teenagers act so recklessly, throughout the thing, right? But the reason why as they get older, right, they start calming down more and more and more, right, is because now they're able to control the hormones a little bit better, right? Because, like I said, bro, it's like, obviously when you start anything, freshly off, you're going to not be so good at it, right? But as time goes on and the more and more, you're going through it, the better and better you get at maneuvering it and controlling your behaviors, your outbursts, and all of that, bro. And yes, at the age of 21, like, nah, this is stupid, dog. That's already an adult. Like, bro, there's a reason why the drinking age and all of that is the age that it is, bro. They don't just fucking guess these numbers, bro. Because the research shows, and that's when people are able to now control, and completely understand the scenarios, even if they are intoxicated. It's not a coincidence that everyone now starts realizing all their mistakes roughly around this age, right? Like 25, 22, 24, right? Where people start now realizing like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have done this. And, there's a reason why, that it starts occurring to everybody roughly around the same time frame, right? Because you didn't have that part of the brain develop before. Right? That's why when you get an older person and a younger person, they're not going to see eye to eye, right? They're like, your younger person is going to be more stubborn, more, more have a not giving a fuck type of attitude, right? Yeah, because they're just not able to see it from your perspective yet, right? Yet. And I know there's people that, no, there's some people that, at that age, they were already, like I said about with the puberty thing, people are different, bro. People are different. Some people, develop stuff a lot more faster than other people, bro. That's what I always say. Everybody's not the same. Just like this person maybe had a rough childhood, been through all kinds of shit, but he didn't grow up to be a criminal and everything like that. Yeah, because some people handle stress better than others. Not everybody's the same. That's the problem, that everybody wants everyone to be at the same level. Like, if I did it, then this fool could do it. Like, that's not how the world works, bro. Like, you're just better, like you're able to handle, scenarios and stress better than other people. And that's perfectly fine, because this person, I guarantee you he has something that he's better at you at. And, everyone has their strengths and everybody has their weaknesses. And that's perfectly fine. The thing is that it's crazy that the world is ashamed to admit their weaknesses, right? Like, people are really afraid to admit, that they suck at this, or they're not really good at controlling their anger, or they're not really good at, confrontations, or whatever the fuck, right? People, have their strengths and weaknesses, bro. Like con men, bro, they're like the best at lying, bro. Like, they could talk themselves out of anything, bro. Like, that's their skill. Not a good skill to have, but nonetheless, skill. It's crazy, though. Bang, bang, Niners gang. Let's go. Shout out to West Coast Graffiti. Go subscribe to the West Coast Graffiti Show. Always bringing the good topics and everything like that. You know what I mean? Except, his football team that he goes for is not really all that great. But, other than that, I'm just playing. The Niners are badass right now. But, this is Broncos country right here, my boy. You already know. Nah, but the Niners have been playing some outstanding football. But, is it really a surprise? The Niners franchise has always been a good franchise, always been up there, elite level franchise. You know what I mean? I mean, I think they have as many Super Bowl appearances like the Broncos do. Oh, no. I think the Broncos have 8 and the Niners have 7, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think so. 'Cause I know we beat them by like 1, you know. But they might catch up pretty soon already, though. But obviously, we don't have as many as like the Patriots and shit, or the Cowboys or the Steelers. Those motherfuckers, they seem like they were always in the Super Bowl, huh? The internet makes public figures look disrespectful. I think that what's gonna make you respect, which is far from the truth. Yeah. At the same time, a whole lot of manipulation goes on in the media, right? The media is only going to want to focus in and concentrate on whatever narrative they want to spin, right? Like, I feel like the media is like, it's better to go and actually research stuff yourself, right? And, and now, come to the conclusion, with your own opinions, right? Because with, videos and news podcasts, they're only gonna spin the narrative. Like, they're gonna want to show you only what they want to show you, right? That's why, like, when people like make their arguments, right? Like when it comes to political or anything or any type of conversation like that, right? I always go and watch like the right side of things, right, and the left side of things, right? Because if I just get all my information from the right side, sources, or the left side sources, then obviously I'm gonna be biased, right? So I watch both, equally the same, right, on the same topics, right? Let them give, their whatever, they feel like is positive, on their side, right? And then I come to the conclusion myself, like, I now grab all the bullshit and throw it away, and I just keep what I know is facts, right? Obviously, if it lines up. Because like I said, bro, the news is only going to want to show you, what they're going to want to show you. Like, bro, like, there's like, for example, like, there's been like newscasts and stuff like that, right, where, homies have gotten smoked, right? Like, people got killed, right? And they were like, oh, he wasn't a gang member. He was just an innocent person and everything like that. When I know for a fact, because some of them, one of the news things was one of my homeboys. I know for a fact that they were gang members, right? Like, they really were gang members, but they're saying that they're not, though. That it was just an innocent person. Because they're going to want to spin the narrative like that, right? Like, oh, see how these gang members, innocent people are dying, when it's like, no, that person was actually he was really from the hood, so. But it's like, to see them lying, though, and we know that they're lying now, it gives you like a different look at now what they do, right? It's like, well, obviously this is not the first time that you're lying about this, right? So how many other times have you lied and stirred the narrative this way, right? That's the problem with lying, bro, because once someone catches you in a lie, it's like, if you lied about this, what else have you been lying about, right? Because obviously it's just not a one-time thing, right? So it's like, now we start unraveling everything, and everything starts falling apart, bro. That's why I tell people, it's not good to lie, bro. And I get it. Some people, sometimes they don't like being honest because, some people might take it the wrong way, or they might feel sad or whatever. But like I said, bro, it's always better that you tell them the truth instead of them finding out later on that you lied, because I guarantee you that whatever you were looking to avoid at that moment is going to come back 3 times, fold on you. So you should have just been honest from the get-go. Either way, people shouldn't be ashamed of like what they have or who they are for them to even try to lie about stuff, right? Like, hey, bro, if you don't have a Rolex, that's cool. Just say you don't have one. Like, I don't know fucking jewelry. I don't drive a fucking car del año and all that, bro. I got no shame. Like, why are you like? Because it's unhealthy to do that. It's unhealthy to make up lies about yourself to try to boost up your morale, bro. Because you deep down inside know that it isn't true, bro. And it's going to start affecting, the way you look at yourself and how you perceive things. It's very unhealthy to do that. And like I said, and it's perfectly fine, with how you are, bro. Like, well, even if you could be improving, right? But like, to think that, you're at the bottom of the barrel isn't true either, right? Like, there's a lot of people who don't own a lot of things. There's a lot of people who struggle. There's a lot of people who are in the same boat as you, bro. So you shouldn't be ashamed of that. Right? And if you don't like your current situation, then, there's plenty of time to improve and to, get better every single day, and let nobody tell you differently, bro. I mean, as long as you're still breathing, you can still change, bro. You know what I mean? Your story isn't over. As long as you still could breathe, you can still improve and better yourself and be in a place where you like to be at, bro. It's never too late, unless you die. But but as long as you're breathing, bro, the sky's the limit, homie. And the reason for what? Yeah, bro. Same with mine, bro. You know, like my family's all gang related, so they had their own issues that they were going through también, you know. So I see when I was younger, when I was a youngster, I didn't understand that, right? Because, well, you know, kids are not gonna look at all of that, right? They're not gonna be able to, you know, comprehend all of that, right? So I didn't understand that when I was younger, right? So it created a lot of anger in me, and it you know, it brewed a devil, right? It brewed a monster because I didn't understand, right? Now as an adult, well, yeah, I understand now, and I see that, you know, obviously they had their own bad, you know what I mean? But at the time, I didn't, right? And like I said, and nobody could tell me differently. There was people that would try to give advice and, you know, and stuff like that. You just were not gonna listen to them, though, bro, because there was only one person, or there was, you know, certain set of people that could, you would actually really sit down and listen to, and they weren't the ones that were coming forward to try to make change, right? And if they were, they weren't doing it the way where you felt like, you know, that they're trying, right? You felt like they were just trying to boss you around because they didn't give a fuck, right? Like telling a kid, lo vas a hacer porque yo digo, me vas a hacer caso, desgraciado. That's not showing the kid that you understand him and that you care for him and everything like that. That's not showing the kid that, bro. That's showing the opposite of that, bro. That's you punking the kid. And I don't understand why people have to get their message across like that, bro. Like, why can't they really just come with some understanding? Like, why do they feel like they gotta give name call and insult and threaten too, bro? Like, you're gonna threaten me, bro? Like, you're saying you care and you're gonna come at me with threats, bro? Come on now. It's crazy though. 21, I realize my hair isn't regressing. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro, and it's not, and everybody does, bro, and that's not a coincidence. If you really study, you know, human behavior, the human brain, and how it works and everything like that, if people were to be aware of this knowledge, they would understand why people behave the way that they behave and why they do what they do and stuff like that, right? But a lot of people, you know, obviously they don't have this knowledge, right? You know, obviously it's not even taught to you, right? Um, so a lot of people, you know, just, you know, are not aware and just like to. So when people don't have the knowledge, right, what they tend to do is create their own narrative, right? So they're just like, no, they're like this because they want to be like this, or because this person just likes to not give a fuck and everything, because they don't understand, bro, that they're just trying to come up with the reason, right? Because they don't really understand. They don't understand how the brain works, bro. You know. And obviously, people don't like to feel like they don't know what they're talking about, and don't like to feel like, you know, that they don't have the knowledge, right? Because nobody wants to feel like they're, I guess, not intelligent or whatever the hell, right? I mean, that's the reason why some people believe, you know, conspiracy theories and you know, and the simple explanation, right? Like aliens and stuff like that, right? For explaining stuff like ghosts, right? Like, you know, what's the reason why this moved over there? You know, like, oh, it's because of ghosts. Instead of explaining how wind travels and the, you know, through homes and, you know, and all of that, right? Like explaining all that mumbo jumbo with all those big words, and they're not trying to hear that, bro. They're like, oh no, that's just way too much, bro. Like, I ain't even trying to. Or when the, or why the house makes creaks and cracks, you know, because obviously when heat inflate, it hits things, right, it inflates, you know, the material, right, and then obviously in the night when it starts to cool down, right, the material now starts to go back to its original form. There's a reason it makes all that. But people ain't trying to hear all of that, bro. So they're like, nah, it's a ghost. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, it's more easy. It's basic. There's no explanation for it. It's just a ghost. Oh yeah. Now they don't feel dumb that they don't. Now they, you know, there's a reason. Now they understand, bro. So it makes it a whole lot easier, and you know, now they don't feel like, you know, because people are scared of the unknown, right? That's the reason why people don't like secrets and stuff like that. People don't like not knowing things, right? So like this, it makes them, you know, it comforts them, right? Makes them feel better. Like now they have the answer, bro, when that's not really the answer, right? But then the other one makes them feel that they're not intelligent, bro, so they don't want to feel that either. So that's why it's a lot more easier for them to you know, follow on this one. What do you think about the hood rapper on GT? Hey, that fool that works at the burger place, no? That game was crazy, bro. That shit was funny though. I ain't gonna lie, I used to like playing that shit. I didn't have it, but my homie had it. He used to like playing that. I got myself a parrot today. Oh, serio? Damn, that's crazy. Oh, I remember you told me your parrot flew away. No, you had a bird or something like that, right? They had it left one time to a library or something like that, no? Or to a strip club? I don't know. I don't remember which one it was, bro. It was a strip club or a library. It was one of those, no? Like, wait, how did he know how to get there? Like, well, I don't know. I never took him to no strip club. Yeah, the internet and the media are definitely focused on whatever agenda they want to push. Yeah, facts, bro. Facts. And that's why podcasters is cool, right? Because podcasters don't have no strings to them, right? Like podcasters are legitimately giving you their opinions, and whether people agree with their opinions or not, I could respect the realness, right? Like they're being honest. It's not scripted. They're telling you they don't have no one controlling them, so they're telling you exactly how they see it or what it is from their investigation or whatever. For those who don't want to do the digging themselves, right? These people provide that. So I tip my hats to people like that. I know there's people that take shots at podcasters, right? Like they hate on them. Like this is a time where a lot of people take shots at podcasters, right? Like these fucking podcasters are chismosos or there's this and that, and it's like, bro. Don't be mad at the podcasters because you couldn't keep your fucking shit off the internet because you wanted to talk about shit because you put it out there. I mean, these motherfuckers ain't sidekick, homie. The reason they know about all the shit that you have going on, bro, is for a reason, bro. And I mean, if it's your shit, then you must have threw it out there one way or another. So don't be mad because now these fools are covering it, especially if you're a figure that people want to know about, bro. If you would have kept your shit off the internet, then then people wouldn't be talking about it, bro. But obviously, people. They didn't hack your computer to find out all the shit about you, brother. You know what I mean? Like these motherfuckers put all their shit out on the internet and then get mad when people talk about it. Like I have had beefs with other channels, right? Like real shit, right? But people never heard about it because I don't talk about it. You know what I mean? Because it's my personal beef and stuff that I have is not, entertainment. You know what I mean? So if you keep your shit off the internet, bro, people won't know about it. You know what I mean? But it's like, bro, you're the one that's always fucking putting your shit out there, bro. Don't be mad now when these fools like whatever, you know what I mean? Like fools be talking shit about other rappers, bro, on a video, and then they get mad because people grab that video and now, give their commentary to it, right? And like, then they're like, oh, these fools are stirring the pot, dog. Keep my shit out your mouth, dog. Like, bro, you're the one that fucking went and did a video, putting all this shit out there, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? Don't be mad because you act like a sucker. You know what I mean? Facts, bro. Can't be mad at these motherfuckers. Should have never did the video to begin with. It's not my fault you can't, keep a core on your emotions. Not my fault you like to lash out. Fuck. Yeah, bro, you can learn something from anybody that's out there, bro. I guarantee you, bro, that there's people out there, bro, that don't give a fuck who you are. You can teach people something, right? Like, and I'm telling you, bro, you could talk about your experiences and people will listen, bro, because people could teach you good. I mean, I don't know, people forget about, real life interaction before, right? Conversations, bro, like people are, are interested and they care because people are living real life just like them, bro. And your, struggles, your accomplishments and all that could motivate and teach people, obviously because they could relate to you, right? You relate to, what you have going on, right? So it could teach these individuals on how to, maneuver and stuff like that, right? So when people say, who's this person? He's a fucking nobody. Like this person's not a nobody, bro. Like, no one gives a fuck about this person's opinion. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Did you know that at one point Tupac, Eazy-E, Beyonce, fucking Obama, Oprah, at one point or another, they were nobodies. They were nobodies. Nobody knew who the fuck they were. They got up, they went, and they did what they liked to do, whatever. And then people started recognizing them, and then they became somebody. But because they started off as a nobody, they started off just like all these other people, bro. So why are you now making fun of these people because they're saying that they're nobodies, bro? When everyone had to start as a nobody. Like, bro, somebody doesn't just start as a somebody, bro. You know what I mean? At one point or another, they had to be a nobody. Nobody knew who the fuck they were. God, bro, the ignorance is crazy, though. Like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? Like, bro, that was once Eazy-E, Tupac, and all of them, bro. Who the fuck are this motherfucker? Right? But they didn't let that shit hold them back. Right? So people shouldn't let themselves be held back. You don't have to belong to this and that or be a somebody to give your opinion, bro. Bro, your fucking opinion matters just as much as anybody else's in this planet, bro. You know? Facts, homie. Let nobody ever tell you differently. Those are people's egos, and they like to just crush other people, bro. Just because they don't have the courage or the charisma to go and do it themselves. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, I got to get back to it. Good conversation. We out.